Hi, once again I'm back. Kaushik Chatterjee. In this video, we are going to discuss something about your future. Now, last couple of videos you might have seen, we have discussed even different topics. Now, in this video, we are going to discuss a, a different concept in in terms of like mix up your savings, mix up your investment, and let's say mix up the result what you are going to get even over a period of time. Very interesting. So let me just give you overall. If let's say if I'm actually planning, let's say my income is not so high, or maybe it is high, or maybe it is medium, what I can do now. Savings, investment, already we have discussed, already we have given a lot of, like, risk appetite, risk even discussion, how we can overcome, how we can get through all this discussion. It is done. But what exactly the formula I can follow, how I can make even this savings even smoother, how I can make even my investment even bigger, you can't even imagine. And how even not even earning more, I mean not even getting more money, how I can create a huge even wealth even over a period of my life. And now this period only you have to decide what period you want to make it. Maybe on the age you're 50, on age you're 60, age you're 70, or age you're 80, or beyond that. That is the only one thing you have to fix it up. Now the formula, the concept, what I'm going to share it. If you like it, you can use for it. And definitely, as I told you, with my 18, 19 years, whatever experience, with my customers, with my even banking, with my even financial experience as a financial analyst. So that only I'm just going to share it off. So if it is really helping, it is up to you. It's not helping, definitely. With my experience only, I'm just going to share it. So now understand first, you have to only take a call that what time exactly, what amount you are actually going to create your wealth. Now, when I'm going to talk about, let's say, particularly if I'm noting, I'm going to create a wealth. So that means I'm just talking only about your invested money and what exactly the return you are expecting. I'm not going to discuss any other kind of wealth over here. That maybe we'll discuss some other video, but not in this video. So now typically if I start first, let's say if I give an example, let's say today, whatever my age, let's say if I consider, let's say I'm 40, and let's say if I'm looking, let's say retirement at 60. So what is the first thing I should make in my mind? That is what exactly I'm going to earn today. And let's say at the age of 60, what exactly I'm going to take a retirement, what will be my earning even at the age of 60. Maybe 1 lakh, 2 lakhs, even 1 million, 2 million, whatever, whichever the country, whatever country you are living, based on your currency, when you can decide. Definitely your inflation, definitely your other even parameters that you have to calculate. So let's say the typical calculation is, if I am going to take a retirement at my 60, what will be my earning? On that, I need to at least minimum 20 to 30% each and every 5 intervals. I need to earn more. Again, a very difficult to understand. Let me tell you very simpler way. If let's say if I give an example, let's say, so if today if I consider, let's say, my 40 as my age, and let's say if I'm going to take a retirement, let's say as at my age of 60. So what is the time gap I have? 20 years. So this 20 years is very important. So now you have to make a note, because you know your age, you know what exactly the time you're going to take your retirement. So first, these two things, it is yours. You have to make a note. Let's say a white paper, you have to make a note. Yes, today is my current age. It is 40 as on whatever date today, and I'm going to take, let's say, a retirement by let's say the 60 age. So today, let's say my income is, let's say if I consider, let's say an example, let's say it is my 5 lakhs monthly, I'm just talking. And tomorrow, let's say if I'm going to take, let's say, a retirement, so it would be, let's say, your 50 lakhs monthly, I'm just talking, right? Because by this 20 years, definitely you're going to gain your life, you're going to get your increment, you are going to get your year on year even surplus on the same. So let's say I'm just taking this example because again this is up to you. You know what is your current income and what will be your desired even income at the age of 60 when you are going to take even your retirement. So this is just an example. You can take even 5 lakhs, you can take even 50 lakhs, you can take even beyond that, you can take even beyond, I mean, below that also. So that is up to you, right? Now, the question over here is if I'm going to take, let's say, at the age of 60, the 50 lakhs, let's say, whether it is monthly, whether it is yearly, and why I told you first that each and every 5 years intervals, you have to make it 30% at least gain on this. Why? Average, if I look out 7 to 8% inflation, more or less, if I look out, that will be an average when inflation for each and every, like, lifestyle, whatever you are living today. So on the same parameter, if I look out a 5 years gap, if I look out, so let's say when I'm 60, if it is required for me 50 lakhs, so definitely when I'm going even touching even 65, so on 30% of 50 lakhs, definitely it will be around how much? Another 15 lakhs even I need to add on the same. Why? Because 7 years, say 7% or 6% or 5%, if I adding each and every year inflation, so ideally it will be after even 5 years, it will be your 20 to 30% minimum. So that is also another parameter you have to make a note. So this 3 point, whatever I'm just telling you, first your age, then second what is your desired age to take a retirement, and then what exactly today your income and what exactly your desired income you are expecting at your age, and till you're 80 you have to make this now. So if it is on 60, if it is 50, then if 65 it would be, let's say, around 65. Like this you can make a note, and let's say on 80, let's say it is coming roughly, I'm just giving an example, this is an all about the example. Let's say it is 1 crore or whatever currency you are living, which country you are living, so you can also put your currency and you can also calculate on the same. This is just a formula we are applying. So now, age of 80, I require to make my whatever I'm living, whatever my living style today, whatever my food, clothes, shelter, whatever my dependence, whatever I'm just maintaining today, even my car, my house, my whatever XYZ things I'm just aligned with today. The same lifestyle, if I want to reach after 40 years, 80 age, the same 5 lakhs, it will be my requirement of once year, irrespective of your inflation. This calculation we already made it. Now the question here is, so now we have a clarity where I'm standing, what will be my desired amount, and what will be my expected even if I am not even earning even that time also. And that's a very even typical point, a pin point also, like where I don't know even how this money, how this 1 crore even I can earn, even I can even manage to live my own life, what exactly I'm doing even today. And that's what this formula, that's what this calculation, that's what this concept I'm just sharing with all of you, right? So now this part is clear. Now the second part is, if today now if I'm earning, let's say, 5 lakhs, as I given you an example, so this 5 lakhs will lead my once year even at my 80. It's a big question, because if you do even calculation, the future value, the future calculation, all these mathematical things you can do, you can get even a lot of formula help also. But ideally, is it going to happen? If this is not going to happen, then where I'm going to end now? So that is the one thing, it will be there always in your back of the mind. If I'm going to end up with this, then what I need to do, actually I need to put the seed even today itself. Because if you're still thinking, no, tomorrow I'll see, day after I'll see, maybe after knowing this I'll see, no, you have to plan it by today, means today. Because tomorrow you're going to get the result. If you're not even planning for today, then definitely tomorrow you're not going to get the result. So let's say today, if I'm putting this seed, so definitely I'm going to get the fruit not by tomorrow, but yes, day after tomorrow. And as I told you, my desired age, desired even income, desired even money, desired even wealth, everything will follow. And think positive, very optimistically. I'm sharing this. So now the third and very important parameter over here is, I understood my all the first parameter. I understood even my second parameter is why I need to start even today. But the biggest question over here is, if I have a will, if I have a wish, then how can I make this? As you are telling, you have to make this, you have to do this, but how? The question here is how. HOW. That's the question. So let me tell you, that's the concept I'm just going to share with you now. And definitely, if you understood by this small video, it is okay. Else, you can connect me. We can discuss even further on the same. It is your individual need. It is your individual calculation. So maybe different people, different needs, different even parameter of people, different even lifestyle. So they have to calculate even their individual weights. But in this unique concept, if you are able to catch hold, if you are able to even understand, then definitely I think your half of the problem it will be solved. Now the very final discussion is, so today let's say a lump sum, I'm just telling you, depends on you again. If you have a lump sum when I'm talking, it could be, let's say, your 10 lakhs, it could be your 50 lakhs, it could be your 1 year or beyond that. Lump sum means lump sum what you already have in your mind, or what do you have already, let's say, in your bank, which is the ideal money. We are not going to invest somewhere, you are not even going to, let's say, going to spend even somewhere. So that is called your ideal money. That is one thing. If I do not have, now most of the people even definitely they also again they will question, I do not have this ideal money. Because when you are planning for a long, even 40 years if I'm talking, so you just need to understand what is the seed money. The seed means the seed money, what exactly you need to put it, so that you can expect all the fruits even throughout even 40 years, even as I told you the desired calculation. So if it is not possible, and most of the people if they do not have, let's say, no need to worry. The whole bread, if you can't eat, you can slice it, you can eat it very clearly, right? So that's the concept. Simple way, you have to make let's say a regular, let's say money you have to invest, and there will be a lot of tools already I have discussed in my even tools, even financial tools. You can go, you can watch, you can also understand that all the tools, and then you can come back. I do not know which tool it will be favorite for you. I do not know which tool it will be convenient for you. So that's what I'm just telling. It is up to you. You have to make a call, you have to take a decision on the same. But here I'm just sharing the concept. So now let's say either lump sum or either let's say regular. Now today is my age is, let's say, 40. So till 40 to 60 on a regular basis, I have to invest this money, even on a monthly, even on a quarterly, even let's say on a half yearly, or let's say yearly, or let's say the lump sum. As I told you, all the options now, all the doors are open. You have to take a call which option it will be applicable for you. So some people will be choosing that lump sum amount, those who are able to take this. Some people will be again questioning the same thing. So that's what I told you, you can choose for your let's say your monthly one, right? So now till 20 years I need to make this asset. I have to put it. Again, depends on your desired amount, depends on your desired even wealth, so that you can decide. Now average, I'm just giving an example. Now if I'm investing, and whatever the tool you are talking, and whatever the tool you are choosing, so average return of investment, ROI, typically if I look out, if you take between 10 to 15%, fair enough, 10 to 15%, if you're going to take this, that lump sum amount over a period of 20 years, what you are going to keep it, at least it will give you a 4 to 5 times of the return of your total invested money. So you have a calculator, you can do this calculation. I'm just giving an overall concept over here. Again and again, I'm just repeating the same thing. So my invested amount for over a period of 20 years, maybe lump sum, maybe even monthly, quarterly, yearly, even the small amount. That entire amount, 20 years, what I invested, even today is your age. So you are lesser age, you might have different angle of benefit. You are little bit uh, older age, so you have again different age of benefit also, or age of advantages also, right? So irrespective of all these things, if I calculate, so over a period of 20 years, 30 years, let's say, if I invest on a regular basis, And if that is going to give me a fruit of around 4 to 5 times the basic I'm talking, if you get more, definitely you'll be the happiest one. Because tomorrow even I don't know, you also don't know what is which tool, what exactly going to be the return and all. But average, that's what I told you, that 10 to 15% if you calculate on the same amount, if you look out, so you're definitely you are going to get at least minimum beyond even 5 times of your invested amount. So let's say today, if I give an example, let's say again, if I give an example, let's say for this 20 years, let's say I have invested, let's say around 10 lakhs, or let's say around once year. So 10 lakhs of 5 times, if I look out how much I'm going to get at age of 60, it is my 50 lakhs. The once year, whatever I have invested, what I'm going to get a return, it is around 5 CR, right? Now, your salary stops, your regular income stops, or let's say if you're not even able to work further, right? So in this situation, that's what in point number one already we have discussed. So now here comes your big challenge. This entire 20 years, whatever I have invested, now I need to get the fruit. And there only I need to maintain. If let's say my last drawing salary will be at 60, it is 50 lakhs, or let's say it is once year, that amount should be continuing even another even 8 years, even as per the inflation 20-30% adding on the same. That is going to fulfill my purpose and smoothly my life will be leading. Even with my family, I'm just talking. With my whatever even uh, kind of lifestyle, kind of lavish lifestyle I'm living today, or let's say whatever living style I'm living today. So this 50 lakhs or 5 crores, whatever you are getting return, now what you are going to do with this? And there only your biggest other question comes. So this tool, let's say you have to leave now. So if you're choosing one tool, so now at age 60, you have to leave this tool. And what you need to do actually now? So leave this tool means you got the you got the return, stop it. You invest the same 50 lakhs or 5 crores, some other tool, maybe after 20 years, if I'm talking, I also do not know. Maybe there will be different even financial tools, even different even financial appetite also. I do not know, right? But on that stage, if you choose something where this entire lump sum, so now you have a lump sum. Today you do not have a lump sum, but that time you have a lump sum. So this is the first gain you are getting now. So 50 lakhs is in your hand, 5 CR it is there in your hand. That 50 lakhs and 5 CR, at that time, whatever you need first. Let's say I need, let's say 20% of this money, or let's say I need 30% of this money. Take out. So 20% if I take out, 30% if I take out, again my 50 lakhs, it will be let's say 35 lakhs, or maybe even it will be 40 lakhs, or my 5 CR it will be around 33.5 CR, or maybe it will be around 4 CR, whatever it is. That 4 CR or that even 40 lakhs, again you have to deposit. That time even whatever tool, maybe it will be useful for you, and that tool is going to help you to maintain your inflation another even 40 years. The return, again it should be between 10 to 15%, that should not be changed. So two things, if you have not followed, you can rewind, you can again, you can listen again, you can come back. So age 60, lump sum I'm withdrawing whatever my need, 20-30%, let's say I'm just using my personal purpose, maybe I have some personal need also, right? So that is done. Deducting of that amount, whatever amount is left out, that entire amount you have to keep it even some tool. That time I do not know, you do not know, but the return of investment, whatever again lump sum amount you are investing, you have a lump sum amount now, the return of investment should be minimum 10 to 15%. Now if I look out now this concept, and if you have understood so far, so what is happening, my basic need is already been fulfilled, my again my lump sum amount it is there, right? Now on this lump sum amount, if I'm going to get let's say 10 to 15% on an average when return per year, I am able to maintain my own life, I am able to maintain my entire even life, even though I live 80 even beyond that. Why? Because your inflation maybe as I calculated already, if you can remember the same thing, so 5 to 6%, how much you are getting your return, it will be 10, it will be your 15%. So if I'm falling into that inflation part also, so if it is, let's say if I calculate 5%, or if let's say if I calculate even 7%, still my 15% return is there. That means I'm actually beyond my inflation. So my lifestyle is not going to be affected. And if you're able to maintain with this 7-8% inflation with your life, that means what? Remaining 7-8% returns, you are going to actually reinvest it in the same fund. And that's the interesting point. So today I do not have a lump sum. At age of 60, I have a lump sum. That lump sum I'm getting 10 to 15% return. On that, I'm getting my inflation. I'm getting my regular life. I'm getting my, let's say, my salary as usual, my income as usual, and that extra money it is reinvested. So my 50 lakhs it's now changing, my 5 crores it is now changing. Why? Because it is reinvesting. That 7% of returns or 8% of extra returns, it is reinvesting your money, and that is giving you more corpus. That is going to give you a different, another even 4 to 5 times of your invested amount which you have done on 60. So how much? So let's say your 5 year it will be now 25 or maybe 30 year. Your 50 lakhs it will be now how much? It will be your, let's say, 2.5 year, or maybe it will be your 3 year. So just imagine where you started and where you are ending now. And that is not the end story. Now let's say till 80. If I have enjoyed with this money, if I have got this money, if my lifestyle is smoothly it is running, so what I'll do? Very interesting. You no need to plan for your children, you no need to plan for your grandchildren. That money whatever you already got, even 5 6, even beyond that, I'm just taking the moderate risk and not taking the high risk. It can be even 10 times, it can be even 20 times, but I'm not putting all these things in the calculation. That age of 80, even age of 90, the money what exactly you got it, again you are fulfilling, your life is already smoothly running. That money you are actually passing to your next generation. Could be your son, could be your daughter, could be your grandchildren, grandson, granddaughter, whatever it is. And just imagine when I'm reaching 80, when I'm reaching 90, when I'm reaching 70, 60, at that time, definitely my children, even my grandchildren, even they will be also, let's say, one third of my age, or let's say one fourth of my age, but they will be utilize this capital money till they reach even my age. That means another even 30, 40 years, the same investment it will be rolling and rolling. And if I calculate another even 5 times, even let's say over a period of 20, or let's say over a period of 40, so how much times it is, how much times it will be multiplied? It will be maybe 20 or maybe 30 or maybe it is 40 times whatever my money exactly in the 80 years I have left out for my children or for my grandchildren. Means the 5 year or that same 50 lakhs already at 80, it is already even, let's say, your uh, around 30 year or maybe around your 3 year. That 30 year and that 3 year, again if you look out even 40 times of this, just you calculate, it will be probably your, I hope you're not even able to understand. Yes, you are right, it will be more than even your 500 crores or maybe even 1000 crores itself, or maybe you're 100 crores, you are already a millionaire now. Maybe I couldn't be, because I was a simple person, I was earning my whatever my peanuts of my salary, but yes, I have make my life stable, my generation stable, my next generation stable with one single investment. I have beaten each and every inflation, each and every my needs, and I have secured even my third generation of my life. Given this concept, look at this concept. You are very intelligent, it is your money, it is your savings, it is your investment. If it is really helping you, glad to tell you I'll be the really happiest one, because whatever I'm sharing over here, it is all with my personal experience, all with my even during my 19 years, 18 years, whatever I have spent with my office, even I have already even given this suggestion to all my even customers, even all my even fellow even clients also. If really it is happening for you, who else? Without paying, without even taking anybody's suggestion, you are your financial planner. You are your financial advisor. And top of this, you are securing your life by the small investment, by small seed money, a millionaire, a billionaire, or let's say a trillionaire. Dream of it, think positive, be optimistic, and just do it. Thanks. Thanks for watching.